G'day, my friends. Welcome to Marty's Garden, the latest live show I have ever run in Marty's Garden history, I believe. Normally I do them in the mornings, but I've been so overwhelmed with excitement, I just had to get on and see who's here in the late evening, depending on where you are in the world. It could be in the morning or like it's 9 p.m. here, Sydney, Australia time. And if you can see what's going on the screen, you can see I've got a little box around me, and then I've got another box around. That's actually showing my screen. And the reason I've got the Marty's Garden channel showing up, which I've got to remember to point which way because everything's the opposite right there, is because of you guys. You guys helped me raise the funds so we could purchase something really cool and bring up the live shows and bring up the videos and things like that. And so I'm able to share the screen at the moment, and we have our famous song. Do you remember this song? Those who've been following Marty's Garden for a while will know this song. And it's absolutely great. And
the sun is warm.
Just turn it up a bit.
There's a gentle breeze.
Wonderful song. And this is the theme song for the channel. And so absolutely stoked to be here and let you know that we've pretty close. Well, I had to add the ebook sales to, just turn that on now. Had to add the ebook sales to the whole thing of it because it ended up costing around about 190 US, which is like, I think 240 Australian or something like that. But then I found a little discount code and it went down to 170 to US, so around about a bit over 200 Aussie dollars, I believe. I didn't check exactly, but we didn't get exactly that. But people added some great super chats, so I just added that to the live show. Now, what's happening here is I've got 6 people watching and 1 thumbs up, and we'll just go over to this other page, the Buy Me a Coffee page. You can see there's my face there. Because I'm sort of, it's one of the shots from that I took a screenshot when I was producing one of the videos where I sit now. And, I'm able to put my ebook in there, which is absolutely brilliant. And everyone's been downloading the ebook with wonderful success. So I don't need to even have a .com.au website anymore. I can just have this. And I can actually blog in here as well. So if we scroll through, you can see. So you can actually become a member, and I might add some members perks and different things in the future, but that's just creating more work at the moment. I just want to get the content out and share with you guys so that we can actually start bringing up the productions much better. Because the productions have dropped right down in the live shows and the cameras, people have been unsubscribing, or I don't know, it's because I've been asking for help. But, I had to really humble myself and ask for help. And it's because you guys reached out and said you should do it, I did. And, we were able to raise 61% of the $240 needed. I gave that out on an average. But because we got Ecamm Live a bit cheaper on a discount, and then I got some of the super chats as well, just amazing. Like, man, I'll tell you what, we're going to start using this software because I'm going to turn it up a bit. Got sound effects down a bit low. Let's go again. I think I've got the speaker turned down low on mine. So just let me know if you can hear me okay coming through there. I'd like to know if you can hear me fine. My microphone's working there. Just want to test all the software and see how things are going. And so, we reached that. And some people have become members, like Scott King has become like a monthly member. Some other people have gone in and bought the ebook, as you can see. And I can see the thumbs up reactions going through on my side screen here. I've got this like little software thing. It shows overlays on the side, comments on the side, what's going on. I can sort of run little triangle noises. I can do the party noises. I can do a cocker spaniel. I don't know. Glocker spaniel. I don't know what that is. DJ air horn. Bicycle horn. And my favourite when like a super chat comes through or something really cool comes through. The applause. I just love that. Makes it more fun, more interactive. And I'm able to get it looking really nice. Now, I've only just started to really learn how to use this software, so I can actually drop in videos, I can drop in photos, I can sit here side by side. So the people that watched the video today where I talked about how my secret to getting the worm farms going so I can growing amazing plants, we can then drop a photo on the side there, right? And then, or a video or something like that. So I need to learn sort of how to do them, but super stoked. And so we'll just scroll back up to the top here to the Buy Me a Coffee website, and the Buy Me a Coffee only take 5%. And what I do is I then surcharge the credit card back to me, and so there's no extra cost to you guys. And yeah, it's really, really awesome. So what I want to do is practice dragging my my things across and see if we get that working. Yep, that is working. Todd Hobbelen, all good. Unreal to see you. Thanks, man, for dropping in. And PK, all sounds fine. Yeah, excellent, excellent. I've got a nice microphone. This is my one here, and this is called a Yeti Blue or a Blue Yeti, something like that. And has a really nice sound, good clear sound, very professional sound, and I quite like that. And Karen uses that for mucking around for gaming and stuff as well, so we're always running around. But predominantly it's for me. She just borrows it when she needs it and my light. So yeah, just absolutely stoked to be here and to show that I can start producing a better quality produce. Oh, not produce, I shouldn't say that. I'm thinking produce, I'm selling stuff to the restaurants, but a better quality product of video coming out to you guys and get some really good stories going. And what I want to do is find things online, like good stories. Hey Scotty, hey man, thanks for the membership, really stoked. That is just unreal. If you want to support me like Scotty, in the Buy Me a Coffee, there's a members area there, and it just does a little, whatever you choose, little members monthly reoccurring, and this will help me really get Marty's Garden going to new places. Can we increase your size? We can increase my size of me to there. So let's do that. How cool is that, right? Like, yeah. And so I just wanted to show the back of the screen to show like the Buy Me a Coffee thing that's going on. And also, you know, like we had the YouTube one going here as well on my channel, just showing that it's looking very good that if I can produce higher end content now, the channel's got more chance of surviving, because it is so competitive out there these days, guys. Like, man, I'm telling you, like, to get people's attention, everyone says do this and do that, but it's what they want. But it's really overall, it's like, what does the masses want? How can I get these good stories out and things that are going on? And there's a lot of stuff that turns up online, and there's things that are just like, I don't know, how would you say it? They're like bogus things. They're like tips and tricks and things that they just don't work and that. So maybe we can grab some of those and reveal how they don't work, and then some how they do, and find all these different stories online. And I can drag myself in, like Scott was saying, make myself a bit bigger, and I can make myself smaller, and I can go right across the whole screen here, and we can just go boom. And there are easier ways to do that, but I don't want to get caught up too much with getting a bit lost in it all. But yeah, I'm still learning sort of how to use it, and hopefully you can see me quite well there, and I can sort of like square it off so we don't have this big sort of landscape area, and it's more sort of boxy squared, and so it really zooms in on me, and it's not showing all the outside and everything like that. And I can get the camera looking a bit nicer, and the backgrounds and things. So I think yeah, we can really get that. Did that by itself then. I think we can really get the production looking much better, and it's because of you guys that have helped me actually get there. And as I said, you know, we reached that pretty close. We got 60% into the Buy Me a Coffee. Now I did have to add the sales of the ebook to that, but you know, it's pretty good. And the sound's coming in nice and clear, and the microphone's nice. Yeah, it's a good microphone, Scott, that one. I've had it for years, and it just keeps going strong. And you should start doing interviews with fellow worm farmers and gardeners. Well, I've got some good news. I contacted Mark from Self-Sufficient Me. We talk via phone and SMS and stuff. I haven't met personally, but he's coming anywhere on the show after the 10th of January, and I'm going to be sending out requests to other YouTube gardeners to come on, and other famous people, and other people that I can share and get really good stories out of. And I believe we'll get probably Daniel from Chicken Caravan, where he's coming out on Wednesday. You'll see the video come out. Well, I'm not actually in the video much. You hear my voice here and there, but I filmed a little mini doco on his new farm that he's just moved on to, and about his chickens and the horses, not horses, but he's got some sheep and some pigs and things out there, and had a look around. What's going on? So it's pretty cool. And there's interviews definitely coming, and we can drop them side by side, make nice backgrounds and things. So over time, this will get better, and I can learn how to do it. And I want to thank Ecamm Live for they gave me a whole year before this to trial it. Now, it just wasn't at the standard where I wanted it to be. It didn't have the nice borders. It was a bit harder to use, and being dyslexic, I was like, there's just too many things, and it was confusing me. But now I've been doing some research on it. I looked at all these other ones and gone, this is the best one for me. And I think I can actually record the audio and then maybe send it out via to a podcast or something, if that's meant to happen. But we probably need a bit more support for that. So I think we can build it up. I really do believe I can. It's just a matter of the content's got to be super slick these days, guys. Ooh, that's sick. Love how good this is. Yeah. And it's because of crew like you, Scott, that have helped me get to where I need to go. So thank you so much. The permy Pete one was very good. Yeah. Thank you. We're going out to... Pete's gone away for a little while, but I believe we will be filming again in the very near future, and I might be helping him behind the scenes film some stuff for his content as well. And we'll probably do a collaboration at some stage there and introduce you to his channel. He's not putting much on there at the moment, but I believe it's coming. So we'll just see. Pete K, looks good, Marty. Take it easy. You have to go now. Cheers. Thanks, mate. Thanks for dropping in and just having a look. Just want to show you all what's going on. I want to thank everyone for what everyone's done, because I'll watch the rerun here as well. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, and then I'll figure out how to just go straight into the full screen size instead of having it side by side, which will be fun. So I can just go bang, click the right one, it'll go into full screen or something else beside it, or things like that, so we can work on the story and getting the content out. So pretty excited about that so far. Now, because you're here and it's like I'm still awake, I'm usually off to bed by not this far. I'm a bit of an early riser, early to sleep, but just stoked to actually get here and be here and sort of make these things start to happen. Now, normally what I can do is I can see how many people are looking at this. I need to go through. So I've got 4 people watching, 12 thumbs up. And so obviously this time's probably not as good a time as others to run these live shows. I'll probably keep doing them in the morning. And then I can do pre-recorded ones on this because I've got a recording system with it. And so you'll see something similar. So we'll start working on different branding and getting different, I can do an interview side by side where it's not live as well, and record that and find really amazing stories. So if you find a really cool story, what you can do is you can send it into a comment below these videos that I'm doing. Something that you think, I'm not going to do everything that everyone sends, but if you send something that you think's pretty interesting, send it via a comment, and then I can have a look at it and go, maybe I'll do a story on it or something like that. Or you've seen a really good YouTube video come out that's cross-related to what I do, and maybe I will contact the person and talk about that video or a new channel or things like that. So I want to really work with the community to get out and really change the way Marty's Garden is, and that's why I had to really sort of make that video a while back, a week or so back, about can Marty's Garden channel survive, because really it's the stats are just going down, guys, and have been for years and years now. And so from Greene, there was only a handful of gardeners doing YouTube channels years ago, and we all knew each other quite well. But Australia, we just didn't have the strength that I might have been one of the Australian gardening YouTuber channels at one time. And we didn't really have the strength in the numbers, and everything was getting exported to America, and the Americans were getting together and collaborating and stuff. So it was a bit of it was a trickier world, but we are getting there. Now, some dude keeps putting Das Tech or whatever onto these things here. I wish I could I'm going to ban this dude. Just excuse me for a second, because I got no idea what he's putting in there, but he's been in there twice, so he's banned from the comments. And Todd, I've been following Mark for years. He's a great guy, and we've been talking about him coming here, but because of COVID and everything, wasn't able to make it, and he couldn't get over the Queensland border. But we're definitely doing the live show. He said yes, and he's excited about it. So hopefully, if that goes well, we might do a monthly or every 3 months or something like that, where he can get on the show and be a part of it. And I don't know, he's very busy, he told me, and he's preparing for this next new year. So I reckon he's got some good stuff really lined up. And I dig Mark, he's a good dude. Congratulations for hanging in. This is from Ann Desmond. Marty just purchased. I saw something go ding and saw the purchase of the ebook come up. So thank you so much for that, Anne, if that was you. You might have heard a little ding in the background there. Wish I can stay tuned in, but 11:15 p.m. New Zealand time. Too late for me tonight. That's okay. Look, this is just a sporadic thing, and just stoked for anyone to come along and check this out, and then check it out via the rerun as well to just get the good news, And people, look, if you're buying the ebook, you get a lot of value out of that, and they only take 50 cents or something from the purchase of the ebook, so it's just brilliant, and I can then just send it through, and so it's just great. Thank you, Buy Me a Coffee. It's easier to run than Patreon, so yeah. Scott King, I always thought how to use worm casting with indoor plants. Mate, just sprinkle it on top and scratch it through a bit, and then just wet it down, and it just and if you can mix like 10% in your potting mix, works really well. But yeah, when you've got already plants, you just sort of you can use like the liquid tea from the worms and just put it on top and just scratch it around the surface a bit. And every time you're watering it, it'll just leach down through, and there's no smell. So just do that, Scott. ID moderate if you are interested. Yeah, I think we'll do that at some stage, Scott. If you want to, we've got one moderator as well from the Aussie Homestead. So Michael. But that'd be handy. But I just don't expect everyone to sort of be there all the time. Everyone's got commitments and things. But if you're around and then you're already set up as a moderator, then if you're around, that can always work as well. Then you don't feel like, I have to be there all the time. So that would be really cool, Scott. So if people have come in late, what I'm going to do is I'll go back over to this one here and just share with you again. So I'll just drop myself down in size. It's so cool that I can just move this around like this. And so we've got the Buy Me a Coffee website where I can host my ebook, Starting a Worm Farmer Beginner's Guide. And I can put other files and things in there too, which I'll look at doing into the future. And you can do like the membership there, which is like a monthly thing, which really helps a lot because it gives me an idea of what we're sort of bringing in monthly. And then you can actually, like we can see here, I don't know if it's big enough, but we'll try and get it bigger. Scroll it through. It says 61% of $240, but we got a whole lot of super chats as well. And so, just absolutely brilliant and stoked to be here. Because I'm still a bit blown away that I got the support that I did. Now, there were quite a few people actually didn't like it, and every video that I was producing like this, people were leaving. And I was wondering, is it because I'm asking for money? Some people don't like it. When the community had asked, they already recommended that they wanted to help. They didn't want to see Marty's Garden change in any way or just slow up in any way. And so, you know, I guess they've gone now, and maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't. I don't know, but I believe that it will build a bigger audience again, a manageable audience, and the right people that want to be here. That's what it's all about, right? I don't really bothered about subscriber numbers, to tell you the truth. It's more about the right people. Of course, I want to grow. It's always nice to grow, because then you get contacted by bigger companies and different things. You obviously you can make more of an income. Then you have to rely less on the community. So yeah, it's really cool. Hey Art, hey Keely, how you going? Say good day to the hubby for me. I wonder if it must be like morning there or something like that. Keely's got her art channel over there, and she is she's a really cool producer, and some great stuff, and a really good artist. So if you're into that type of thing, check out her stuff. It's 5:20 a.m. here, but you go, man, you must be late to bed, early to rise, or you've done it the other way around. Today, last time I spoke to you guys, it was 1 p.m. and you were still up editing. So now you've got, but hey, have a beautiful day, Keely, and thanks so much for dropping in. Say good day to hubby for me. Let him know the good news, that we raised enough money to get this software, Ecamm software, which runs on my Apple Mac, which you can see these beautiful borders right now, and we can sort of run across and do we can drop in videos, drop in people for interviews, drop in images, all this type of stuff, and play the theme songs and music and applauses. And so yeah, it's just really exciting to be here. I think it would look okay on the big screen TV. I haven't had a look yet. I want to see what the quality would be like. If anyone's looking on a big screen TV, they probably can't comment right here at the moment. How are you watching it? Are you watching it on a PC or on a mobile phone? Let me know what the image quality and the sound is like for you guys. And if you're digging it, you're stoked like I am to see Marty's garden possibly come on a comeback, give us a big thumbs up. It's just absolutely brilliant, because we did raise pretty much enough, like 61%. So that's around about $110 or something like that in the Buy Me a Coffee. And then also we raised close to $70-80 in super chats as well, and that's after taking YouTube's money away. We were able to get very, very close to what I needed to purchase this for a whole year, which is unreal. And I was thinking about having to get a nice camera and blur the background out a bit, but I think once we got the borders and stuff, and I can make this square and it's not landscape, it looks quite nice, I think. What do you think, guys? Is the background okay? Is it distracting? I really want to get this as good as possible. Maybe I might need to go out and get like the ZV-1 little camera, or I can hook it up USB and run it, and it'll sort of like just give a nicer, smoother background, so people don't go looking at the notes on the fridge. They're like Michael does from Homestead. He goes, mate, you got too many on there. What's that one doing there? Why is that one there? It's pretty funny, right? Insomnia. Mike says I'm a vampire. Lol. This all sounds awesome. Well, thank you so much. So I'm coming through nice and clear on your end, obviously, Keely. I guess Mike's still in bed. And sorry if the insomnia is affecting you. You're not getting the rest that you need, because I understand that. I suffer from sleep apnea. And I've got to manage that to be able to function through the day. So I totally get not having the sleep. But I'd like to know what you guys are watching it through. Are you on your mobile? Are you on an iPad? Or are you on a computer screen? If you're on the TV, obviously you can't comment yet. Maybe that day will come when we can comment on the TVs. Maybe you can on yours, on my smart TV. I don't know how to. But it's really good to be able to just come through sort of at any time and just produce these. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to make one in the morning and then one in the late in the afternoon, so I can reach two audiences at different times. And that way, I think it'll work really good. And if I've got a smooth way and a nice, easy way to produce content where I don't have to run around and shoot that and shoot this and do that and film that and edit this and get things running nice and smooth, much easier way to produce good quality stuff. And Todd says here, you're welcome to come and visit my farm anytime. I'd love to show you my worm farms. Where are you, Todd, exactly? If it's not too far, I don't really like to travel more than an hour out. But I will come and have a look at people's places and farms and things like that, and come out and say g'day. And Todd says that he's on a... Hang on a second. Todd said he's on an iPhone. We'll keep... I have a machine. Okay, right. I know what you mean now. If you turn the camera away from your fridge, that would change the background, just wall, no kitchen, and watching on a Mac laptop, good quality. Okay, so maybe what I might do is I might turn the whole computer around, but then I've only got a white wall, like that colour behind me. Oh, get my finger right that side. So hang on, that colour behind me there would be what I'd have. I could probably get a couple of nice pictures behind. Not a lot of depth and distance. To get the depth and distance, it looks a bit better. But that white background's a bit boring. But I can actually, we're seeing the black around the outside of this at the moment. I can put overlays in and things and different borders. And I'm just sort of goes with green, brown, black and white is sort of my branding. But you can see my surfboard down below there. Hang on, get this mixed up. It's my surfboard just sitting there, a brown Timber Tech one. But yeah, if we can just do things like that and play around with it, and I think that would probably work. Maybe I could get if we could look here, I just get the camera off here. We've got this curtain in the background that could maybe go in behind. It's just a bit tricky moving everything around to get the lights right, electricity boards right, and things. But we'll work on that and get it happening. So it's a good point, and maybe I will try just having the white background so there's no distraction, and just turning that around for the moment. And that would look probably a little pretty good for now, I think. And I don't have to run out and worry about buying another camera. This camera pulses a bit. It's a high-end Logitech webcam, but it's not too bad tonight because the light's good, and it runs better through this software for some reason. So good point there, Scott. And iPhone, right? So it's you guys at the moment, because you've sort of helped this sort of get through, and you're looking from the screens, from a different screen perspective, and offering this advice and comments and tips and things like that, so it can really sort of bring up the production level. And not everyone's going to like everything, and not everyone's going to have different opinions and all that, but I can get it something that's a bit closer and build the production up. And obviously, really, when you look at this, it's pretty cool, right? Just being able to share the screen is even so much better than when we lost all the software sort of run out, and and I was really grateful to Ecamm for letting me use it for a year for free, and now I've gone back and purchased it, and I will let people know that's the one that I use. And I'm pretty sure we could find some pretty cool stories online and things that are going on. And what I'm really interested in is these hacks and stuff that come out that are just absolutely just crap. You see them, they've got millions of views, and you go, that does not work, I swear. How can they grow a tomato tree out of a banana, things like that, and obviously we'll stick with the basics of keeping sort of our worm farming and stuff. Oh, you're at Kyogle. Yeah, I used to be up in that stomping ground, Todd, when I lived in the Byron Shire for about 25 years, in Byron Bay and Suffolk Park mostly. So yeah, I know Kyogle. So it's probably a bit far from here, but if I'm ever up that way and you see me, I'll let you know. And you just never know, mate. You just never know. I'd like to. One of my really sort of things that I'd like to do, after we do a bit of travelling, is buy a Marty's Garden van, right? So we've got the Marty's Garden truck at the moment. I'd love to have Marty's Garden van, like the Scooby-Doo van. Jump in there, you can sleep in the back, throw the cameras in, get the laptop. Because the internet's getting so good now, run a live show from somewhere, do some little docos and things like that, and really step things up. So, just a dream of mine. Don't know if it's possible, but you know, we'll see. Bendigo Hobby Farm. Hey, Marty. So great to see you back. Well, it's great to see you here. Bendigo Hobby Farm. Thanks so much for dropping in. And just really appreciate it, mate. Anyone that's coming in. I'd prefer to concentrate and you could always hang logo or pics like you said. Always worth a try. Depends on light. Yeah, I think like the fridge and stuff like that looks crap. I think I need to just go like just have something basic behind me, not distractive. So I'm going to turn the table around for now. And then maybe I've got some photos, some images and things. Maybe I'll hang those and see. But I don't want them to be distracting either. So so you prefer to concentrate on me. And I think that's a really good point. And I will definitely turn this thing around for sure. I will work on that through the week. So thank you very much, Scott. I think you're right. You're on the money there for sure. If I had a different camera that blurred out the backgrounds like I do for my video productions, a nice shallow lens, it wouldn't matter so much. But it's better than going and buying more, spending more money when we don't really have it, eh? Art with Keely. Yes, making a set up, showing off what you do would be a great idea. Don't really have the space to show up a set so much. Maybe in the future we get another place or whatever. One of the reasons why I haven't been able to film so much outside is with COVID, it's been much noisier because more people have been home. So, you know, there's mowers up, whippersnippers up early, or a storm comes through, wind's up. And normally I'd get up real early and film before everyone else was up when the light was right. And it just got really noisy for quite a while. And so it was really hard to film outside. Even though people say they don't care, the masses do. As soon as there's one little distraction, a baby crying or something, I just go somewhere else. And your channel just gets affected like that. So I can actually like film inside here and get a nicer background that's distracting, like Scotty was saying, and get the stories. And like I can take photographs and little video snippets around the garden and things that are going on or where I've been, share them on the right side, get the sound right, and produce a really nice, a really nice production. Yeah, look, I definitely agree, and then I can work on that from there. Keely, you guys are the masters at background, so you and Mike. Bendigo Hobby Farm. Hey, Marty, I only just started watching. Did you get enough money to get a better software? Yes, my friend, that's why we're here. So if you come in late, we're thanking everyone for that. And if you can see in the background here, this is the Buy Me a Coffee page, so people can head over there. They can buy me a coffee or become a member. If you become a member and support it monthly, that really helps. Buy me just a coffee really helps. But the monthly membership is really, really beneficial for keeping the long-term survival of Marty's Garden and the growth. So we're able to raise 61%, including the ebook, the sales of the ebook. And then with the super chats as well, putting them together, we were able to get that. And so it's all because of you guys, really. Like, it's just absolutely wonderful. It really, really is, truly is. So thank you so much for everyone for their support. And it's really cool being able to drop these. We're using the other cheaper software that was free, and I didn't have all these options, and I could do the little drop across, but this production value was pretty average, and I just want to stick with something more high end, and then I can record as well as doing the live shows. Todd Hobbelen, that's exactly what I thought with the traveling and the docs. Yeah, like now that Karen's getting older and things are going to change for my life, anything could be possible, right? So we just keep going with the flow at the moment, trying to organise some other things, some other personal stuff as well. But we're getting there one step at a time, right? So it's just absolutely wonderful. Scott King, 61 cents, but was enough for this beauty bender. It was enough because we got to add the super chats to it together as well. See, so I just sort of I think that was the best way to sort of blend it. even though YouTube haven't only sent me that money monthly, and I haven't requested it to take it out of Buy Me a Coffee yet. But I just took it out of my business account, and then I'll put it back in, and then we can top up the business account again. So it only gets topped up when I get a YouTube payment come through. So that's been really helpful. Art with Keely. We don't have much space either. We end up turning the garage into a studio or workshop. Yeah, and you're renting, I believe, like myself. But the space that you guys made for the badass kitchen thing, it looked really great. And I take my hat off to you guys, to you and Mike Keely for what the production value that you do get out for what you have. It's really, really cool. So we've been running for around about 35 minutes now. I don't think I'll stay up too much later tonight. It was really just a matter of connecting with you guys. There's like 13 people on at the moment. We got 23 thumbs up, which is just great. And hopefully the people that have been watching the last live videos, that the production's been low and they're thinking, probably just going to leave Marty's Garden. Better stuff out there. Why would I want to watch that when there's this other better, high quality? And I sort of get that if they haven't grown to know, like, and trust me in any way, or I haven't provided enough value to their lives, then I sort of get that. But we can now, if I can start producing more value for everyone, for the audience, and producing the really more high-end content. And like I said, the video that I produced today about the worm farming one and the secret behind it all, I could have an image right beside me on the left side here, and drop a few different images or a slideshow or something and show you what's been really going on behind the scenes, and still drag in comments and things, which, yeah, I think is just absolutely brilliant. I'm excited. It's a new start for Marty's Garden. So I think what we'll do is we'll head into around about 45 minutes, and after that we will finish up. Normally I run for about an hour, but it's fairly late tonight, and I'll try and figure out what morning show times and what nighttime shows I'm going to do, and then running the day shows. Now, I may be producing, if I step things up a bit for over the holidays, I may be producing quite a short little story videos, be a bit like this, that'll be produced with, like tips and tricks and finding things online and sharing it with people. So I don't expect you to go and watch everything that's, that I put out. Maybe you want to, and that's great. Well, thank you very much, but I don't expect you to. Some people go, there's just too much content coming out, and so they then sort of unsubscribe or whatever. But I need to sort of start building up the quality of the production and the amount of the production to reach more people, so we can get a higher subscriber rate and a higher overall, because it's been going on a downhill decline. We've gone all the way from 75,000 people a month watching the channel down to around about 45,000 now. And so that might sound like a lot to you, but it's not when in the world of YouTube and making an income. It's almost like you may as well not almost be here, to be honest. But it's only because you guys have supported me to get to the next level again that this is becoming possible. So I know I'm repeating myself sort of over and over again here, but I'm adding these little bits of elements to the story so you can get a bit of a bigger picture, and then sort of help and guide me along the way as well for what you guys want to see. I read every comment, I answer to everyone, and I do the very best I can to do the best for the community here. And so, as Bendigo said, it looks great, and he's happy for me, and I'm pretty happy to have it too. And so what we're going to do is, I think we won't go into the 45 minutes. If you've got a comment, drop it in, say goodbye to someone. We always do that. And what I do is like always, we're going back to the good old days, right? The good old days when we had the good software before it all sort of crashed around us. We had this song, the theme song. Oh man, and I know a lot of people love this song. It is a great song, and let me know that it's playing well tonight. It's reverbing.
There's a gentle breeze.
And that it's
all the birds are making homes inside the evergreen.
And yeah,
the air is clear.
You can say say goodbye to everyone, and then I'll drop it into the comments
pick out every
beside.
star without a
And
telescope. So
slowly
beautiful
head out.
to see
And
how
just want
we
to thank
have
everyone for coming to the live
changed.
show tonight and for watching the rerun.
In time,
Going through and just watching my old videos as well. Really means a lot.
everything we've lost comes
I've been asking for it to come back.
again,
Here
and I
it is.
will grab onto your arm
And
a little stronger than we were
after a while,
before.
it's a beautiful song. And I'll get the
I
name.
missed your
Michael,
face.
something, I'll get the name.
Has it been that
Maybe you
long?
want to check out the
Looking
album.
forward
It's really
to a
good.
fire and a sing along. Let's stay the same as the children grow and teach them all the simple things we thought we used to
I have to
know.
wear some headphones.
So beautiful to see how we have changed. In time,
You really get the production.
you know, everything we've lost comes home again. And
Okay,
I will
voice is up a bit.
grab onto
You know to put it
your
around about there when the music's
a
playing.
little stronger than we
Can you
were.
hear me now over the music?
In a world, in a
I'll turn the
day,
music down a bit
we're all friends,
so I can get this
and it's love
nice and perfect.
fighting for.
Here's this loser again coming in. I've just got to ban this guy.
You know,
Dropping these things in.
we
I
always
don't know,
held
they're bots I think that come in. So let me know if you can hear me over the music now. And we're running this little test.
let's take a walk until the sun gets warm.
I just turned it down a bit and then I turned my microphone up a bit. I don't want to pitch where it's going on my end. So good levels now. Excellent. So I'll know to keep that around about those levels. Wonderful. That is just brilliant. So the song's finished, guys. I want to thank you all again for coming and coming to watch the rerun. We're really going to work on stepping things up. I haven't given up. You guys kept me going again. Thank you so much for keeping me on this journey. I really appreciate it. And it's just beautiful to be here. You have a lovely evening or morning or day wherever you are. And blessings to you all. And I'm sure I'll see you before New Year. And have a great day. Happy gardening and worm farming and all that stuff. Bye for now.